Hey folks! Let's kick off today's update with the scoop on Apple Inc., also known by its ticker symbol AAPL. So there's a lot going on in the Apple world right now. Starting with the headlines, Apple is petitioning the U.S. Supreme Court to review an App Store ruling won by Epic Games. If this doesn't play out in Apple's favor, it could potentially impact the hefty revenue stream the App Store produces every year. In other news, there's speculation about whether Apple's returns will turn the tide this October, and folks, the charts are looking promising. Additionally, tech giant Qualcomm just announced the renewal of their Apple supply agreement, indicating a positive business relationship. Now let's look at some numbers. Apple's stock drifted slightly higher today, closing at a price of $170.69 per share, which is a tiny uptick of about 0.15% from yesterday's closing price. While it swung between a low of $167.62 and a high of $172.03 today, it stands a little short of its 50-day moving average of $182.19. That said, it's well above the 200-day moving average, which sits at $165.95. As for volume, 55.06 million shares changed hands today, which is pretty close to the average trading volume of 58.40 million. The market seems to be showing a reasonable interest in Apple, although trading has been a little quieter than usual. Turning our attention to analysts' opinions, they've set a fairly wide target price range for Apple's stock, indicating varying levels of optimism among experts. Their target prices range from a low of $110 to a high of $240 per share, with the median price projected at $195. As for whether to buy, hold, or sell AAPL, the consensus is tilted towards buy with 22 recommendations, while 10 analysts suggest to hold and only 1 recommends to sell. It's also worth noting that the company's current P/E ratio is 28.64, indicating a fairly valued stock at the moment. Looking ahead, Apple's earnings announcement is scheduled for October 25, 2023. In terms of the discounted cash flow, it stands at around $172.14, which is slightly above today's closing price. Let's wait and see if the market aligns with this valuation. That said, the forecast for tomorrow's trading price is somewhat optimistic. Given the day's gain and positive analyst consensus, we could see a modest rise in the stock price. To wrap it all up, considering Apple's financial health, vast market cap of $2.67 trillion, and the analysts' outlook, Apple is leaning more towards a buy status according to the data in hand. Remember, folks, while having all this information is helpful, always do your own research and due diligence before making any investment decisions. That's all for today's daily update on Apple Inc. Tune in tomorrow for more stock market insights. Until then, goodbye and happy trading.